Welcome back to the House of Bardot. I'm so glad to have you here. I had to have a little more time today to record. There may have been something, again, about like a time-sensitive project that may have seemed like a strong message yesterday coming through about some needing to act on something kind of quickly or something being time-sensitive. So that could be a message for someone. Just also, too, for me, it was coming through personally that sometimes those things happen when we feel, if you've been preparing for something for a long time and then at the last minute it kind of feels like there's this sense of pressure. Part of that could be just getting you to release perfectionism, getting you to release the need to like try to over control it or try to, overanalyze it, think about it too much. So sometimes spirit works in that way to just get us to take the leap that we've been preparing for. So take that as it resonates. Yeah, definitely feeling these powerful energies still from the Uranus Cazimi. A lot of okay, I was going to say messages coming through the collective, but I almost said co-messages. Collective messages, but there's something about like co-messaging. Interesting, something about communication. Wow, okay. We can now make this shit up. The Birthing Cave, again, first card out. The Birthing Cave in reverse. This was also the first one. Throat chakra activation. This is the first one that came out for me as well today. One of the first ones in my own personal reading. So this is so powerful. It's like you've done it. I'm also hearing out Bat Cave. There's something here about like you've turned something on its head, like see how the image is like kind of the same, but like I'm getting like a volcanic energy. I'm getting like a geyser almost. There's like something shooting up. So there's some kind of like spark of inspiration or just something that's really activated and ignited within you. I know it's like upside down and backwards, but take more of like the imagery. It says, I'm reborn in wholeness in all that I am, which we got yesterday. So that it's just spirit's really coming through strong, like affirming a lot of these energies that we're feeling, reaffirming them. There's a lot coming through today about two hands. Like I'm seeing that in this card, two hands, kind of like this, but so there's something maybe about your hands, energy, something about energy healing, Reiki potentially, something you're doing with your hands. I don't know why I'm like, there's all this tactile energy that wants to come through, but it's something with like working with your hands or literally doing some kind of hands-on healing or creation, something with hands-on. Wow, okay, wow. We've got portal, which we know we're in a portal right now. The colors of this are very much giving me like Uranus and Aquarius energy with this portal. I am a portal to dimensions of light. You are the portal. Then we have medicine wheel in reverse. I alchemize perfect health and well-being. So this is coming in a lot for me particularly too. There's something here. Look at all these cards. We have all these kind of circular energies. This is like a big circle with an X. I'm getting like X marks the spot. You've like dialed something in. I was getting like the image of a drilling beam of light when I was meditating on this energy. So it's like drilling down to something. It's like you've gotten to the core of something. I was also hearing drilling for diamonds, which I don't know. I don't think diamonds, that you drill for them, but there's something here. Even about, like I know you drill for oil. I'm like there's something here just like drilling down to it, getting to the core of something. But medicine wheel, it's like you're getting to the root of some kind of deep healing. There's also some kind of change in your health routines or maybe getting some clarity on a health issue that is making it make sense. But with all these circles, it's like these massive cycles are closing out. There's big portals of change here. There's big rebirths, culmination of energy. With the rocks, I'm seeing something very sacred, very ritualistic here. Like doing something consistently again and again and again, it's like you're starting to see the fruits of these labors. Or something's coming full circle is what I'm getting to, like you're connecting the dots. It's connecting, it's activating, like there's some kind of like hinge, like closing here and activating. This one I want to read because I saw this word. The best of everything is who I am. I don't even know how you say that. I'm not even going to try. Yeah. I don't know if it would be Paki, or if it's, I'm not even going to try. But look at that, beautiful. This just looks so serene. The image, like this courtyard, this fountain. It's like an oasis. So let's read that one because that one already, like I haven't read that card yet in this book. And literally that called out to me. I'm going to look up what that means and how to say it maybe. Oh, hold on a second. Just scooching this closer. Okay. Of course, my computer's freezing up. Like I said, there's this interesting energy. I'm trying to pinpoint it, like what this is right now. That's like, that feels like Mercury retrograde, but like intense. Okay, let's see how you pronounce it. So it's a city in Mexico, but it also looks like it's a shopping area in Sedona, potentially, because these are all connected to Sedona. I don't know if someone's thinking about going to Mexico or potentially visits, if there's some connection to this city in Mexico. Let's look up, pronunciation. That was like top of the list on Google. How do we say that?
Tlaquepaque.
Tlaquepaque. This just froze up again. Tlaquepaque. It's such an interesting word, and someone asked, what does it mean? Place above clay land. Oh, the language of the Aztecs. Okay, that's interesting. Because I've been getting a lot of stuff about like Aztec and 822 there, Aztec and Mayan energy, something coming through about that. Okay, thank you. Wow, it says the magic town of Tlaquepaque, Mexico. So I've been thinking to go to Mexico. Maybe this is a place to visit. I'm hearing that jingle, avocados from Mexico. Maybe you need to eat more avocados. Okay, let's read this. I gratefully receive the light being transmitted to me now on this card, igniting a kaleidoscope of colors that dance on the edge of perception, which align me to the best of all that I am. I gotta look at the pronunciation again. Tlaquepaque. Tlaquepaque. Light embodies the essence of abundance woven into the limitless potential that resides within each moment of my life. As a divine expression of Source, my energy vibrates with the beautiful expressions of love in the ever-expanding universe in the now. The vibrant energy of Tlaquepaque, rich in cultural heritage, is a metaphor for the interconnectedness of my being with the quantum field of abundance, where my intentions and actions ripple outward, shaping my reality as the best of everything. This is who I now choose to be, a co-creator of my own best reality. I'm eternally now grateful to walk in this light. Yeah. Thank you. Wow. So this is just continuing with the message yesterday about really stepping into our highest potentials. Knowing that the universe is abundant, knowing that we're abundantly supported. Okay, let's get into some. I have this crystal here I've learned a lot more about it today. This is called flower agate. This is I've realized in the past, I got this 8 weeks ago, and I've just had this revelation today about how, wow, that noise, I'm listening to a sound there, and it just sounded like a really high pitched, almost like a bell, but it was like an eagle almost. There's something coming in very, you'll know when you hear it, you'll know when you see it. There's something about this crystal, it's just very cool variations. There's something here. This may be beneficial for somebody. Flower agate. It's all about following your dreams. It can help self-belief and emotional healing. But it just came through very powerfully for me today, so I wanted to share that in case you're looking for a crystal to work with to more embody your truth and your authenticity, and to feel safe to do so. With the eagle coming in, that's definitely a totem for someone. But there's been a lot coming in about freedom as well, so that is definitely being accentuated there. Okay, we have, wow, the shaman. See that red snake too? This is a powerful, we're emerging, we're coming out, and look at the diamond. You know how we were saying earlier? Drilling for diamonds. So there's a healing gift within you. Potentially you are a shaman, or you're called to shamanism. 1222, thank you. I'm also getting kind of like a kundalini, but there's something here about something being activated within you. It may be a healing gift you're not aware of yet, or you're on the precipice of. But that's the diamond that you're discovering. The animal. Wow, look at the eye. This feels like a laser focus. I'm about to sneeze. Look at all these three in black and white. We have Thanatos, the orphan, and the fault line. I'm getting that song. We've been living on a fault line. There's something, look at this branching out. I'm getting something with the web and with all these. This looks like electrical currents to me, and it's making me think of the roots of a plant, or brain, what's it called? In brain energy, I don't know what that's called, but neural networks or something here, branching out. So there's something here where in the past maybe you felt very alone, you felt orphaned. Look at the snake again, wow. Or through this transformation, you've probably been maybe in an orphan energy of isolation, or having abandonment wounds come up, but there's something about you and you, you're always there for yourself, you're learning to reparent yourself, but now I see this emerging where you're actually finding, something is breaking free, there's been a fault line, something that's cracking open for the better, and it's actually connecting you to a web of people, opportunities, things that are much more aligned with your true essence. There's a lot I'm just seeing all these hands today. Both of these cards have these hands on them. I don't know if you can see, there's hands there and hands on the orphan too. So, and look, even the shaman has a big hand there. So there's something here about reaching out. There's something about reciprocity. I'm going to read the shaman card. I think there's more there that wants to come out. Shaman. It's number 16, and it's on page 93. Okay, the shaman, the Magi, the sorcerer. Is it Magi or Magi? I don't remember how you say that. Magi. Having trouble pronouncing things today. I'm telling you, all my communication is all like flustered with all this energy. The medicine woman. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute the shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. And I was just going to say with the Magi, whatever, there's something about your magic being accessed. First, the shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study, the mentor in parentheses. Second, its orientation is generously and accurately aimed toward the healing of the self, the other, and the culture, the healer archetype. And third, the shaman has a knack for finding doorways to the other world, allowing psychic visions and old magic to leak into this world. Yeah, something about this ancestral, like with the Aztec, with Egyptian, there's something here coming through about bringing in this old magic, this ritualistic magic, or practices in a way, like in the highest good and in a lot of pure intention. And doorways to the other world. There's something about doorways coming up a lot as well. So it says that leak into this world, and that's the unseen in the archetype. In this way, the shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred, revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yeah, right now especially. Yet where there is power, there is shadow. So the shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own. We must shape it and share it with the world. It's interesting that it's saying shaping it and sharing it, because this Tlaquepaque place, it says it's, because of the clay, it says it's known for its pottery and glass blowing. So I'm literally seeing like shaping, like a potter shaping something. So you might be creating some kind of vessel or like a physical container, but like I'm getting more of like an energetic container. You may be facilitating some kind of healing or taking part in some kind of like facilitated ritual, maybe like plant medicine too. The force of healing is ultimately not our own. So this is about honoring, like whenever you're channeling anything, whether it's healing energy, creative energy, when we're really tapped in and connected to source, it's like there is this beautiful humility in it, because you feel so honored to channel the energy, but you also know it's so much bigger than you. It's not like, that's where the ego kind of gets sets aside, because it's like it's, you love being to be the vessel of it, but you know that it's not all you. Like, and you'll hear a lot of, if you hear anyone who ever like takes full credit for anything, it's kind of like nothing is ever just one thing, is kind of what I'm getting. Okay, this is good. The shaman can't be rushed. Working with this archetype requires study and perseverance. Think of it like brining or marinating. The content must permeate every fiber of its being. And this is good too. Contrary to popular belief, the shaman archetype appears in every vocation. Teachers, directors, surgeons, politicians, and poets are just a few of the faces a shaman may wear. So there's a lot here, and there's a lot with these like triangles. I don't know if you can see those symbols, but like the triangle and the circle, something with alchemy here we also have. Here's a yin yang up here. So there's a lot coming through lately about symbology, connecting with different symbols, sacred geometry. But yeah, there's something with what we were saying yesterday about this dual energy of like, I was feeling this rush, and there was like this pressure, like a diamond. It was like a pressure to create, pressure to shine, pressure to put this project out there. But at the same time, there was like this grounded like peacefulness in knowing that like everything was perfectly aligned. Like, it was a really cool energy to experience, and I feel like that's exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of this reading. Again, coming up about excuse me. I've been very thirsty and very dehydrated as well, so know that that's part of ascension symptoms too. If you have periods where, I mean, I live, in a place that's very dry, so it's perpetual dehydration, but there are times when it's like you just feel like you can't get enough water, and that's often when there's very powerful energies that we're integrating. So just keep that in mind. If you feel like a lot of intense energies lately, just make sure you're drinking water, getting enough sleep, all the regular things, but it's amplified at times when we have like really strong astrological activations. But yeah, what I was kind of saying at the beginning of this reading is like, there's something here where, thank you, Two of Cups, we got a lot of harmonizing energies. Like I was saying, if you've been working on something for a long time, like you feel like you have that foundation, but then at the last minute, it's almost like there's this pressure or this feeling to just do it. You can trust that because it's like, it's not truly a rush. If you've been building that energy or that foundation for years or months or whatever, this is wild. Like, oh my God, my words, like the way I'm saying stuff the last like week, it's so strange. That's also something like tongue-tied. It's kind of like we're all calibrating to this different level. It's like very fast-paced energy. It's like our physical bodies are just doing the best they can to keep up, but if you're tongue-tied, if you're like stumbling over your words, if you can't think of like, what does that word mean, or how do I pronounce that, or whatever, don't worry. That's just affirmation that you're on this roller coaster too. Energy. This is wild. I saw three circles like this, like the Three of Pentacles, while I was meditating on this energy. So it was very much getting like something about something about three people, three projects, three aspects. Like there's something, Magician. You're bringing three things together. I'm even hearing like three households. I don't know what that means, but there's something about three. And like connecting these three things, there's like a magnetism I'm seeing with those three sticking together. Wow, and I just realized, oh my God, look, we have death. So we have death and rebirth, but also as I just looked at the cards we just got, it's literally 1, 2, 3, but just slightly out of order. I set them down 1, 3, 2. And the infinity sign. So again, it's like, get ready, I'm hearing. Again, though, we got this yesterday of like a collaboration, either a soulmate or really a soulmate, and know that that's not just romantic. It does feel like a very strong soul connection. This could be in a creative collaboration or business, but you're definitely calling in your tribe. There's a lot of alchemy and magic here. Oh my God. I wish you could see, like, this card just flew out and landed right on my lap. The Lovers in reverse. So again, look at that. When you get Lovers and Two of Cups, it's like, this definitely could very much, I just heard that. Can you hear that? The eagle sound again. There's a sense of, with that, again, with the freedom, this person is like, the magic of this bond, because it's like them seeing the infinity sign, there's this unity. I'm also hearing unity consciousness, but there's a sense of it's almost like the irony of a very powerful connection is like it makes you more like stronger in your separateness as well as your union. So what I mean by that is like when you're in a very healthy relationship, there's a sense of like they inspire you to be better. They encourage you to grow. Like their energy makes you want to be your best self. And to not like, not that it's not to need them, but there's this sense of like independent of the relationship. They want you to be thriving, and their energy inspires and encourages you to grow and to evolve and to continue to be better, while also strengthening. I'm seeing like this twisting, like this, I'm seeing like wire being twisted together, and it's like it keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger, like these two threads where it's like they're one but they're not the same, you know. It's not about like melting into each other. Wow, look at that. Empress in reverse. The Tower. Yeah, this is, get ready for a big glow up. The Empress is Venusian energy and can be a lot about money and love, and just, I think it's really the energy of, I heard futility, but I was going to say fertility. But it's not futile. It's not futile. There's something here that's really paying off. And again, there's like a lot of beauty, and I just see something that, this could be like a pretty rapid change in your love life, in your appearance, in your creative potentials. Like the Tower is always something pretty sudden, but the interesting thing here is like if you're on this energy wave, it's like you have been sensing this coming for a while, so this isn't going to be surprising to you, but it's still going to happen pretty quickly. Wow. Page of Swords reverse, Four of Cups reverse, the Sun. There's a sense here of like, yeah, I'm getting the Uranus Cazimi again, but there's something here with this clarity of what you desire, this clarity of heart. And seeing opportunities where before things may have felt kind of bleak, or like you just, it's almost like this was here, you couldn't quite see it, but you could sense it. There's a feeling now like there's a direct message, a DM coming in from the universe that's like, okay, here's the next steps. And the reason why it wasn't clear before is because there was something just wrapping up here energetically, astrologically, like in your chart, in the collective cycle is like, that's where we're really learning to just like trust that just because like if we're feeling something, it's not always meaning that it's going to happen instantly, but also if it doesn't happen right away, that doesn't mean it's not coming. It's just like trusting that there's a rhythm and a flow to everything. I don't know if you can hear the music that's on, but it's like a very shamanic sound and music, and there's like this rhythm, and it feels like the rhythm is building, the momentum is building. Four of Pentacles, you could be getting to a better place financially, just like even just foundationally, just feeling more secure like in who you are and in what you're giving your time, your money, your focus to. Travel is coming up a lot, so if you've been called to a certain place or you're feeling the urge to travel, like now is the time. They've really been, I'm hearing like not a moment too soon, so there's a sense here of like don't put it off. Yeah, Eight of Wands is very fast moving and can also be a travel card, so like I'm hearing follow your fancy, so like go where your heart is calling you, even if it does not need to make sense. It doesn't need to align with like something, I don't know, logical or planned in that place. Like literally you just have to trust that if you're being really called to a place, or just to travel in general, that there's something that like a hidden treasure that's wanting to be unlocked. I don't know if you've heard of astrocartography, but there's something here with literally different places light up different parts of our chart or activate different energies based on our own astrocartography chart. So often you'll be called to a place that has some resonance there for you, because it literally can unlock that energy for you. The Hierophant in reverse. Yeah, I'm hearing go your own way. Again, we're getting this message coming up about religious energy and potentially like a shift in potentially your religious beliefs, or like I feel like collectively, especially a lot of the spiritual community, we are like healing a wound around religion, because a lot of there's a lot of things that can be negative associated with very strict religions that aren't accepting of people and aren't truly embodying unconditional love and the things that their books preach. So there's this sense here that I've been getting a lot to, and I know this comes up a lot for the collective, is like needing to detach organized religion from like the principles of Christ consciousness and unity consciousness. And like when you start to think about just the things that Jesus or other religious figures represent and what their energy was actually about, that's the truth and that's the source. And it's about remembering that, separate from the ways that religions have tried to orchestrate it and control it and like make it very limiting and shameful for people. Like that's not what that intention was. But at some point people realized they could use it to control or to get people out of their own power or to play off of, certain things. But anyways, there's just a general remembrance and like a coming back to source and like that pure light and love and like what that really means to embody that. Yeah, Ten of Cups. It's like I'm hearing universal harmony. There's something about the solfeggio frequencies, so maybe look that up. Something with sound healing. Also subliminal messaging, maybe like listening to some subliminals could be important for you right now. Look at that, Six of Swords reverse, Five of Cups. Yeah, there's like ain't nobody got time for shame and guilt anymore. We're definitely collectively moving forward to a place where we're no longer like manipulated by our shame or staying too long in that place of like grief and regret. There's a newfound way of being able to transmute energies and move forward and to integrate the lessons without kind of getting stuck in so much like past reflection. So that's where I feel like the momentum's really coming here. 3133 there. Ace of Swords reverse. Yeah, it's giving me like a sword in the stone vibe, which is all about like stepping up to your greatness, claiming your destiny. But with it in reverse, it's kind of like not trying to control it. I'm seeing it's not like a forceful, it's very much the co-creative energy that they were talking about earlier. Honoring the beauty of co-creation. And I think, one word that's been coming up a lot for me and collectively is surrender. And I've gotten a lot of great downloads and inspiration from others lately about what that really means. And the thing that's really stuck with me is like, it's really about surrendering control, surrendering expectations, surrendering how we think what we think is the best thing for us, because on Earth and in this dimensional vibration, we have such a limited perspective of the picture, so it's like surrendering that our ego thinks it knows or that it has all the answers, but also what's been really powerful for me is being like I heard Nikki Novo say, like, it's about realizing like you're not doing it all alone. Like there's this huge, when we realize like surrendering is actually being like, oh, this means I don't have to force this, I don't have to carry this all by myself. Like if you picture, I'm seeing like the Ten of Wands, yeah, High Priestess. I'm seeing this card in my third eye. Let me see if I can show it to you, because it's like about carrying this burden and finally realizing like, oh, I don't need to, and not even a burden, but just anything, realizing like we have access to so much power and potential in connecting to source and asking our guides, our angels, our spirit team for help, and specific guidance. Like they're there for us, and we just have to get to a place of being like, oh, okay, I don't need to do this all alone. Yeah. See how he's kind of like blinded by that too. So it's like, oh, I'm just seeing like people and outside the picture, like standing there, like willing to take this on or willing to help and collaborate. So there's actually a freedom and a lightness that comes when you can truly embody that energy of surrender. Like I'm not giving up what I want, but I'm realizing like I don't need to do it all myself and I don't need to have it all figured out. And when you can make peace with that, it's like, wow, that actually feels really great to not have to figure it all out by myself and to like open myself to the magic and the mystery and the curiosity of, just seeing what unfolds. I love the High Priestess card. And again, we have fertility with the pomegranates. It's like intuitive gifts. Like there's so much coming through, like that wants to come through you. As that card said, you are the portal. I am a portal to dimensions of light. Let's read that card, and that's what we'll close this out with today. Portal. Yeah. I gratefully receive the light being transmitted to me now in this card and am filled with awe and wonder as I enter your luminous gates of limitless potential. That word has been coming up. Like, I've literally gotten that word in like 6 different cards I read today, at least. If you haven't seen the movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper, watch that. It's a great movie, and I feel like it really represents. I'm just getting the taste of corn chips and like Fritos, so I don't know why that's coming through, but there's something there. That movie, and I just had a reminder to go see. I'm gonna go see Minecraft, and I also feel like so many movies contain so many like truths about how our universe works, how we create the truths of everything, and like they're often like hidden in kids' movies, like made us to think that it's fake or made up or immature to like believe in these things, but truly it's like that's where the magic is. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, Limitless, that movie, I feel like it truly is a metaphor for, like, you know, in the movie he takes a pill, but a lot of these things, it's like it shows a physical action that like helps our brain to comprehend it more, but truly it's like energy that we could access naturally if we use these ancient rituals, these systems, these methods. And with this Uranus, Cazimi, it's like we're going to start awakening to new, I'm hearing technologies, but like body technologies or energetic technologies, telepathy, like all different things that seemed like a sci-fi movie, you know, but like now it's like this is going to be our reality. The sun, like it's very real. It's very true. Okay. Portal. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah. I enter your luminous gates of limitless potential. I engage with source consciousness. Did I not say earlier, like Christ consciousness, source consciousness? In this journey of knowing, remembering, and honoring the processes I encounter here, I witness the mirrors of love, joy, peace, passion, anger, grief, and despair, and see their reflections as priceless lessons along the way. I allow my intentions now to be energized by the powerful toroidal energies of Source within, which guides me in understanding the journey and choosing my paths. I allow the light of love to reveal my egoic structure as I observe multiple layers of illusion be stripped away. I immerse and emerge as limitless, again, see, limitless light, a divine creator of the eternal now. I am eternally now grateful to walk in this light. I'm telling you, if you want a powerful deck, these activations, this energy is beyond compare. Sedona Spirit Wind, Prayers of Enlightenment. Okay, and it's also the Sedona Code is what it's called. So you can look up the Sedona Code. See this DNA image? It's like our DNA is being activated. Drum roll, please. Okay, that's gonna be it for now. I just saw like Looney Tunes? It's like, that's all, folks. Yeah, that's all, folks. Thank you for being here, and I will see you next time.